Amuina Quaba at the bank assertive native for a year. My shibby ni chia me cassia pa a year bankings for Sumano Babin at the Simbi Ababetu for Anyasem could there. No that betu just sentino, a woman sentino. 1 month for Atwama on parliamentary basis, or so a woman so man for Atwama, a declare Sampa, who now the winner of a parliamentary elections. A coincidence went to me and do what Juma ye, that's one to me. I am my so the Nabra something quite 74 year. We are my 2 Abanamawa. Woman sitting of Atwama, and after is a declare national Seba Parliament. Abundance for Suman Babin a bit. A best well in as a member of parliament. That's when do you may yet if I had to me as well in and then as also as well in or china. And ya no cause also the two to know why politics papa ye pan watch or started in the politics in 1983 to Nimson and Brownie Tiepa and I think so the idea for year for a consumer and it told me the fact that I can't be so at the bra a mashabri febedu mujuma. And so it's what feeling any pana war it for. Man for better man is be declared so the consume your juma de tifo. I had the best well in and as well in or china when it's cemetery for a year mashabri future make us see edited and with yes and be pinocchio in some pay a kind medamuina as
new. None of them is new anyway. To be patriotic, none is patriotic. And they say they belong to a party. Now you can see whether it's really a party. I've worked with them long before I joined politics in 1992. It was when I started my active practice in Accra here in 1983. I started it. From the Achim chambers. That's where I started my legal practice in 1983. Achim chambers. And that time I was the only person of the northern extraction practicing in Accra. And I met almost all their leaders. We did cases together, even my lecturer, a brilliant late Darocha. We did 2 cases, and luckily I won both. And so he started respecting me. And if you really had time to read the book written by Nana Dr. S.K.B. Asante, you get to understand why the Ghana Law School has been taking over. Yes, I said it. The decision of the Supreme Court just followed the position I took before even they delivered their decision. To become a member of parliament, you have to be elected by the voter. And you have to be declared by the Electoral Commission. But you have to be sworn in by the Speaker. Until you are sworn in by the Speaker, you remain MP elect. So I was very clear in my mind that some of those re-collation and re-declaration were completely null and void ab initio. They were unknown to the law. And so they were not properly so-called MPs elect and not qualified to be sworn in by me. My clerk is here. We had those discussions. When I told them, they were all surprised. I said, yes, I'm the gatekeeper. The right thing must be done for us to be able to reset Ghana. And so this recognition, I tell you, is going to do more than what I have done. I want to take this opportunity to highly commend all members of Pro Forum for the unwavering belief, commitment, and tireless investment in facilitating the return of the NDC to power. As my communication boss just told you, I was very clear in my mind that if we hadn't given them a resounding thrashing, there would have been a serious contest as to who won, and they would not have been prepared to hand over power to any person, as they told us. And I learned this in 2001, when we first went into opposition. And the veteran Honorable Joseph Henry Mensah, J.H. Mensah, told the world that by the time they finish prosecuting and imprisoning the leaders of NDC, there will be no party called NDC. And that was the time I challenged him. I was minority leader. He was then leader of government business. And that was the first point I gave them. That you learned nothing. You people are only copy clerks. That term you took from Osagyefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, when he was made leader of government business in 1952. And now, look at you. 2001, you have taken that term as leader of government business. When in Parliament, we are using the term minority and majority. We are not using the term government and opposition. That is what is used in the United Kingdom. And that's why you have leader of government business. Because it's government, and then you have opposition. And so you have one side sitting on benches. That's why you have the term backbenchers, because they are sitting on benches. Then the other side to the right, another to the left. And that's where you have the term cross-carpeting. Because you have to go to the other side, there's a carpet in between. And so you have to cross that carpet to go to the other side. That's where the word came from, cross-carpeting. And so, even though we are not operating that system, the only thing that they've learned, and you can, my friends, my brothers, they are chimps, you know, we eat dogs together, so. They are my brothers, they are my sisters, and as I told you, that's where we enjoy together. And as one of their councils, they are chim chambers, where, you know, when you are presenting them in court, you go from the district court to the Supreme Court, or else they won't give up. Oh yes, when you are doing a case for an achim, you don't give up. You start from the district court, you have to go to the Supreme Court. So I had a lot of work to do in those days, and I really moved with them. Very good people who took me as just a junior, and I rose up to become a partner in that Achim Chambers before leading our colleagues to establish the Law Trust Company. I was the senior most of that team, the 2 years senior to Lara JT and the Chichu Opoku. So we established that firm. It's still operating nicely there. And so I knew them very, very well.